I just want to get 1 minute with y'all, you feel me? Man, the only reason why I'm going to stop right quick and talk to y'all for a second is because not only did I have a vision, but I had a dream, right? So look, I've been having visions and dreams since the last time I spoke to y'all, right? So listen up. So the last time that I spoke to y'all, look, I had a vision and I saw this one. Okay, let me tell y'all this one first. I had a vision inside of my own house, okay? And my mother had saw it too. And which gonna bring me to the dreams we both had today, this morning, right? So it was just like something, like some little white orb or something. I don't know what to call it, but it was like kind of round but small, almost. You know, I can't say the one I saw looked like a butterfly type, but it was like, to me, it was like a little round, like white, you know, small little circle looking thing. But anyway, I seen it float like right past me in the air inside of my house. And I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? If they would just fly over my house, they would probably pick up all the aliens over here, all the orbs, or whatever you want to call it, because I know I be seeing them all the time. But anyways, you know, it be so much stuff going on. And I just told y'all about this not too long ago about the stuff that is here that's going on, right? But nobody believed me, right? But now you hearing it left and right on TV now, huh? But anyways, I had a vision and I saw this big old ship. You know, it looks like a cruise ship. It looks like some type of big ship, and it has like, you know, I don't know if it's like a bunch of little windows on it, but it was like this big old ship, right? And I saw also something that looked like a bridge. I couldn't tell what it was, but it was something like, it looked like a bridge or a wall or a bridge or something, but I seen it like bust, like wide open, and then there's like a bunch of water start like flowing from it. You know, I couldn't tell at first if it was fire or water, but it looked like water to me, right? Then I also saw, it looked like three men. They were like pulling on some type of rope. Like, I don't know if they was tugging on something or was trying to pull something, but I saw 3 men that was pulling on a rope. Okay, and what else did I see? With that ship, I don't know what happened to the ship, but if something happened to that ship, or was it something wrong with the ship, but it was like this big old ship, and it wasn't a small one. It was like really, really big, like I told you, like some type of cruise ship. I don't know what was wrong with it. But anyways, what else did I see? Okay, my grandmother, she didn't say anything in this dream that I had, but it was so strange because I remember what had happened with my grandma, right? But she had a stroke and everything, and she was paralyzed, but in this on one of her sides, right, of her body before she passed. And in this dream, when she appeared in my dream that I had, she had like this supernatural power to like where she could actually walk. And she appeared to me in my dream, and I don't know, I was like, Grandma, what are you doing? Oh, there go a dragonfly right there. Okay, but anyways, I saw my grandmother, and I was like, Grandma, what are you doing? And she actually climbed out of the window. I said, Grandma, where are you going? So she goes out this window, right? And she climbs up in this tree. And I'm wondering, like, what is she doing climbing the tree? First of all, my grandma could walk, and she climbs out the window, gets in the tree. And when she climbed in the tree, she pointed up. And I'm like, what, Grandma? What are you pointing at? She told me to look to the sky. She said, look to the sky. Now, it was strange because I remember when I was little, my grandma used to always get this chair, and she used to always take me with her, you know, home from church. And she used to always try to get me and take me to have me to snap some peas with her, right? And stuff like that. And she used to always have me to look up in the sky at the stars and stuff in the sky, right? But this time she appeared to me in my dream, and she told me to look in the sky. And I couldn't believe it, y'all. You know, my grandma walked and went out this window and got up in this tree, and she pointed to this tree. Okay? It was like something unbelievable, but she was telling me to look up in the sky. Okay, now, that was like a little while back, and I forgot to tell y'all about that I saw in the dream, okay, and the vision that I had. Now, today, this was the strangest thing that ever happened. I don't know if you guys ever, like, ever heard of this before, or you know what it means, you know, anybody that know how to interpret dreams. Look, my mom, actually, she had her dream before me, okay? She woke up before I did. Normally, I wake up before her, but she woke up before me, and she had a dream, but she hadn't told me yet, okay? Just remind you that. She hadn't told me yet. She had her dream before me, so she woke up before me, and then I woke up a little bit after her, okay? But she had a dream, so by the time I got ready to tell her my dream, now remind you, she had her dream before me, okay? So I woke up, and then I jumped out. I was like, oh, you know, like, what's going on? So anyway, I don't want to make it really long, but I had a dream that this guy that I saw, I wrote it down, but I don't have it with me, but I'm going to remember, okay? This guy that I saw, y'all, it was kind of crazy. I was walking down the street in a dream, right? And I saw this man. This man was looking at me. But when I saw him, he looked like he wasn't from here, okay? Like, what I mean from here, he looked like he wasn't from this time. Like, he looked like he was, like, from, like, back in time. Like, from the future, right? Like, he looked like he wasn't of this time. He was like a guy. I was trying to explain to my mom, like, what he looked like, and she was trying to, like, give me some names, and I was trying to say, oh, if I can remember his name. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Something like Dick Tracy. I know my mom was telling me the name, and I said, yes, that's it. I think it's the guy. He's from Birds. Man, I wish I could just ask her right now. I should ask her, is it Rob Taylor or some kind of Sharon? Oh, man, I'm telling you, but he looked like he was from back in the day, okay? You guys, he had, like, it was this white man. He had this slick hair, and he was looking at me. He had black hair, and it was just, like, from back in the day. I don't know if it's the guy that, like, off of Birds, but anyways, or Bewitched. You know, that the guy that was on there, you know, he was like a nice looking man, but he was like from back in the day, like from back in the future or something like that. But anyways, he was driving this old school, this very, very old school, like, Mercedes Benz, but it was like yellow. Okay, it was yellow, and it was so old school. So I was walking down the street, and he looked at me, and I was like, why is he looking at me like that? So he just kept looking at me. As I was walking, I was just like, you know, I was like, I hope he don't think like I'm, you know, trying to, you know, flirt with him or something like that. Because all I did was just like looked up and I smiled, right? Because I was just like, you know, I've never seen a guy that looked like him, almost as if like the scene turned into a black and white scene or whatever. But it didn't. But he was like a guy from back in the time. And so when I looked and I connected, like when I saw him, he actually turned this car around. I was just like, oh no, I got to get up out of here. I was like, I am not trying to, I said, let me get out of here and walk to my friend's house. Okay, so long story short, I get to my friend's house, whoever this guy was, I don't know, but he was my friend in the dream. Okay, so I got to this guy's house, and my friend came outside. So all of a sudden, y'all, while I was outside, this guy came up to me, and guess who he looked like, y'all? I don't know if y'all saw Prison Break, but that's my show. That's my show. I can watch it 100,000 times. But anyway, it was my show. I have watched it 100,000 times. I haven't seen it as of late. But anyway, there was a guy in there. I believe his name was Haywire. Okay, this guy that came up out of nowhere looked like Haywire, y'all. Okay, he had like this real sweaty hair, kind of like sweaty, like kind of funky looking, but sweaty like. But he looked like Haywire. Okay. And remind y'all what was so trippy. I had to figure out what was Haywire's part in Prison Break since he looked like her. And I was like, you know what? the strangest part is Haywire in the movie, they had him like in a crazy part, right? A crazy home or a crazy asylum or something like that. But guess what? That man had a photographic memory, okay? Remind y'all, Michael Scofield had this, remember this map that he drew on his body, okay? His body was like full of tattoos. Prison Break, y'all. If you ain't never seen it. He had this tattoo of a map all over his body, okay? And then Haywire was just like following up with him because he had to be in the cell with him and everything like that, whatever. And Michael thought he was weird at first, but guess what? He remembered his tattoo that he had on his body. And so he was talking about, let me see it again, let me see it again. And Michael's just like, no, like, what are you talking about? But then guess what? Michael went to Haywire later on after Michael got burned. You know, he got his little skin stuck to the little hot pipe down in the little basement, whatever happened to him. And so he had to try to get up with Haywire so he can see if he had remembered the part of the map that he had hidden in his tattoos in the movie. So remind y'all, Haywire was pretty smart, y'all. He had a photographic memory. So this man that walked up to me, I'm sorry I had to say all that. He looked like Haywire. But guess what he had on, y'all? It's just like, I was wondering why he had on so much stuff. He had on a backpack. Like if it was like a camping backpack. He had on this backpack. He had, it sounds weird, but remember what I'm telling you he had. He had a backpack on. He had a baby casket, okay? A baby casket. Like, I know I can't show it in the camera or whatever like that, but he had like this baby casket with him, right? And it was weird. And he had a veil and he had a cross, okay? Now remind y'all, he had a backpack on, but in front of him, he was carrying a casket, a veil, and a cross. And then guess what? His Bible that he had in his hand was somewhat like as if it was sideways or upside down, you know. But he stopped by the house where I was at my friend's house and tried to talk to me. And he was like, let me read you something. And I was like, read me something? I was like, no. I was like, what are you going to read me? So remind you, he was trying to read me something. But then guess what? He wasn't even reading from the Bible, right? He wasn't even reading from the Bible. So he was reading me something off this paper. Wait till I show you how this happened. He was reading me something off this paper, and then I was just like, that ain't even the Bible. I was like, why don't you go to your Bible? So I told him to go to his Bible. I said, here, you got a Bible right here. Let me help you out with your Bible. So I was sitting up here trying to remember. I said, you know what you need to remember? I said, you need to remember, hold up. I said, here, let me get your Bible. I said, matter of fact, let me get my Bible. Okay. Just in case. You know, I didn't know whatever he had in his hand. And so I was like, let me get my Bible. My Bible was falling apart. It was like raggedy because I had been reading it, you know, going in it so long, it's falling apart. So I was in my Bible, but I was like, let me find you the Lord's Prayer. So I went in my Bible and I was trying to find him the Lord's Prayer. And then guess what happened? As I was looking for the Lord's Prayer, I was trying to remember, and I couldn't even remember in a dream the Lord's Prayer chapter, like where it was at. I was like, but I knew it by heart. I was like, you know, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. And for some reason, right then and there, like Psalms 23, I was like, I know Psalms 23, and I was like, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I was like, but that's not what I'm looking for. It was just like, I don't understand how that came into my dream, Psalms 23. I mean, at that moment, because I said, that's not what I was trying to read. I was trying to read the Lord's Prayer, but then Psalms 23 popped up as if I was trying to say a whole nother scripture, but I was trying to get the Lord's Prayer, okay? Now, while I was trying to explain it, that I jumped up, okay? I woke up so fast, and I jumped up, and I got in there, and I went in there, and Mom, and I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm like, I was trying to tell her my dream, and she was like, I was listening to you when you was telling me your dream, and I could not believe it. She was like, I was sitting up there and I was just like tripping because I had somewhat the same dream. Okay, and I'm gonna try to remember without the paper. My mom said she had a dream. Y'all, this have never happened. I've never had nobody had the same dream as me or similar to me. Okay, it's just like a confirmation or something about something. So look, have you ever had somebody have a twin dream or similar dream to you? I've never had this happen before. If somebody know what it means, put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. So my mom said she had a dream, right? Let me hurry up. She said her dream was about going. Now remind y'all that, you know, I take care of my mother, right? And everything like that. But remind you, once again, my mom has some kind of abilities or some kind of like, you know, like massive strength, okay? Because normally I would assist her, right? She tells me in a dream, I was cracking up. She was like, in a dream, I went to the store, but it was like I was her driver. I went to the store and I dropped her off in the store, but I stayed outside. Like I didn't go in the store. Well, she said she got out and she walked into the store, but I told her to go ahead and go in the store and get whatever she wants. I said, go in the store and get whatever you want. So my mom said she went in the store, but when she went in the store, all she can think of was purple and white. Like all she can think of is purple and white. So she went out and she saw purple and white plates, you know, these purple and white, something with purple and white. And so on top of that, she also saw like a lot of food that was in the food aisle. But in the food aisle, let me get it right, Lord. She said she saw she was trying to get her some pork rinds, and you know that's unhealthy. I was like, you know, we don't be eating no pork, no unhealthy stuff. But in the dream, she was trying to get some unhealthy foods, and I was just like, what? And she was like, she knows she don't eat none of that stuff, none of that mess, because I won't allow her to, first and foremost. But in her dream, she was trying to get like unhealthy foods, you know. But then she saw purple and white. She saw a whole bunch of bowls and a whole bunch of plates. And then all of a sudden, she went over there in the frozen section of the aisle, and she saw some ice cream. And so she wanted to buy her some purple and white ice cream. I was like, where is this coming from? What is this purple and white? So long story short, we get up there. She get up. No, I wasn't in there. She got up there, and how did she tell me she started talking about this? Oh, as she was shopping, she said, let me, she said she had been shopping. When she went over there to get the ice cream, she had been walking around so much till she passed out. Like she was so tired. She said, oh, let me sit down. And she didn't pass out, but she was like, let me sit down because I'm getting tired. So she said she sat down, but next thing she knows, she was out. And then when the people was like saying something or whatever to her or whatever. But then when she got up, they were saying something about her or something. But she said in her dream, she was trying to tell somebody about the Lord's Prayer. So this is where it got to where they thought she was out or something, but she wasn't out. She was just saying she wanted to rest for a while, but then she was trying to tell somebody about the Lord's Prayer, and it happened just like that. She said she was when she was telling them about the Lord's Prayer, she was like, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. And she said next thing she knows, she starts saying as if she had to just stop, like if she was like confused, but not confused, but kind of like paused a little bit. And she said, and Psalms 23 came to her, and she started saying, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He making me lie down in green pastures. And then, like she said, and then she woke up. We had the same exact thing, but it was like a different dream that we both had. But then it kind of almost ended the same with the same two scriptures. Like that was something trippy, y'all. I couldn't understand. I couldn't believe it. But that's what happened. Okay. I wanted to remember all the stuff that I had seen lately and the dreams that we had. I'm just like, I can't go like another day without telling you guys everything that I saw. So remind y'all, I remember my grandma said, look to the sky. I saw this ship. I've been seeing these white orbs flying around. I've been seeing, guess what else I've been seeing? A whole bunch of orange butterflies. Like, I don't know if they was orange or brown, but I've seen orange butterflies. A lot of orange butterflies just coming my way. And I don't know, like, it was weird because they would fly, right? But then when they would get, they would just fly regularly. But then it's just like it would come straight towards me as if it wanted me to see. And I'm just like, okay, I see you. Okay. And it would come straight towards me and then just fly off. So I don't know what that means either. And like I just saw when I was on the phone right now recording, I saw a dragonfly. I've seen a couple of dragonflies lately. I don't know how it is about spirit animals, but, or whatever like that. But, you know, and also today, as I was coming, I saw a hawk flying in the air, gliding in the air. You know, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. But those who know visions that can tell dreams, I want you guys to just know the things that I saw and the dreams that I had and the visions that I had. All right? Y'all try to put that together, make it happen, make it work. And if you understand dreams and you know anything about dreams and stuff like that, or visions and stuff like that, you know, drop it in the comments, or you know, let me know what it means, or you know, is whatever, you know, the Lord gives me, I'm gonna give it to y'all. All right? I love y'all. You know, I don't want to take up too much time trying to explain, you know, what I've seen and stuff like that. But yeah. I've been seeing a whole lot of stuff just coming like forth, y'all. Like, you know, I would say it's like Ephesians 6 all the way through. And I'm telling you, the only way that y'all gonna be able to see anything, like, you know, everybody's tripping out about the stuff that they seeing in the sky, but I'm not tripping, because I feel like we was already here, y'all. This stuff was supposed to happen. This stuff is happening because we are in those days, okay? I remember the last thing, one of the last videos that I had did before Ezekiel, I believe I was telling y'all about the 6 angels that I saw, you know, standing in the air tall like giants, singing, okay? Like they were synchronized, but they was just standing real tall, singing like to the left of me. They was just like standing real tall. But anyways, you know, anything that I see, I'm going to try to let y'all know, all right? Y'all make sure that y'all stay prayed up. Y'all get yourself together. I love y'all. Y'all take care, all right? And once again, bam, I love y'all. It's the messenger of God here. And if no one told you that you was beautiful today, remember that you are just the way that you are. And I love y'all, all right? And pray for me, all right? Pray for me that I keep on trying to do what the Lord wants me to do, and that I guide y'all the right way, because the only thing that I'm trying to do is, y'all just don't know, man. Because the Lord has helped me, because the Lord saved me, because the Lord has given me these visions and saved my life with the word, you just don't understand. You know, it's not easy for me to do what I'm doing, because a lot of people just think it's that easy, but it's not, y'all. You have to keep on seeking. You have to keep on seeking, because the lifestyle and the things that I was doing before, the only way that I was able to defeat these things was by keep seeking the Lord, keep praying. See, you got to want to. You got to want to stop drinking. You got to want to stop smoking. You got to want to not live the lifestyle that you live in. You got to want to stop doing what you're doing. And the only way that you can do that is you got to keep seeking. You got to keep seeking, keep praying. I told you, isolate yourself. Get away from it. Stop hanging with people that's doing stuff in order for you to stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't want the truth. And, you know, they want to hang around with people or go with people where they feel safe. They feel safe with doing this. They be like, well, you know what? I know so-and-so is going to do this. You know, if I hang with them, they gonna do this. So, you know, that's why I kind of want to be with them, because, you know, they gonna slack off like me. But why you want to hang with a slacker? Does that make any sense? Why not be with somebody that's trying to help you, you know, do the right things? You feel me? Why not hang with somebody that's trying to, like, you know, save your life, man, with the word, man, that's trying to, like, keep you going, man, keep you, you know, on your toes. You feel me? You wonder how you're going to be able to make it to the kingdom, where you got to start doing kingdom things, okay? You got to start living your life like you want to go to heaven. You feel me? I don't think some of y'all out there is fearing God and what he's going to do. You feel me? You just keep on thinking you got time, huh? You keep on thinking that all this time that you got, you know, it's going to last forever. And I'm not saying that you're going to not live tomorrow to see tomorrow. But what I'm trying to tell you to do is don't wait for that. Don't wait for that time to come, okay? Don't wait for that time to come to where you're trying to jump down on your knees crying and stuff like that and begging the Lord to help you, okay? Just go ahead and do it now, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all take care. You know, once again, do what you got to do. Stay positive, man. Get into something, man, positive. You know what I'm saying? It's okay sometimes to work out by yourself. It's okay sometimes to read the Bible. It's okay sometimes, okay? It's okay to be good, man. You know, if somebody want to talk about the way that you are, just get away from them. Because you know what? I don't care what nobody say about me. I'm going to keep telling the truth. I'm going to keep serving God. I'm going to keep doing whatever it is that he wants me to do. Okay? Because that's the only way that I can live. Because I don't want to go back to doing what I was doing. Because it's only going to be a few ways that you're going to be able to make it. Okay? Because if not, you're going to either end up gone or you're going to end up being locked up. You know, end up getting into fights, getting in trouble and stuff like that. Because the only way that God can keep you from you physically getting into stuff is you got to have him deep on the inside. Because I'm telling you, he's the only thing that will stop me from doing anything. I'm telling you that. I know how I am. You feel me? And I told you that spirit of God is gentle and modest. It doesn't mean that you're going to be no punk or no wimp or you just going to always be giving in. But I'm going to tell you, some of these situations that you're going to get into, you're going to know how to handle them. Okay? You're going to know how to be humble when God gives you a gift. You're going to know how to be humble when God gives you money. You're going to know how to be humble when God start blessing you with stuff. Okay? You're going to know how to do it. Because I remember the struggle. When I went through the struggle and I was growing up and I was coming up and I didn't have nothing, I'm telling you, my mom used to take the grocery bags and put them on me and my brother's back. You know what I'm saying? Like backpacks. You know, and all these people that has cars, they used to drive by us and they didn't even give us no ride. You feel me? I used to learn how to step out on faith just because my mother did. I learned how to step out on faith because my mother did all the time. And I remember used to walking down the street when I didn't even have like no money or nothing. And I can find some money on laying on the ground, y'all. You know, God will help you and help you with stuff out of nowhere. But all you got to do is believe. I don't want to get too far into it, but I just want to let you know that Jesus loved you. And so do I. I love y'all. Y'all take care. All right. And remind yourself, love yourself and love one another. All right. Later.